Welcome to Eerie, Britain, your gateway to the haunted heart of the United Kingdom. From eerie whispers in forgotten villages to spine-chilling tales of ancient cities, we uncover the ghostly secrets lurking in every corner of the UK. But this channel isn't just about our stories, it's about yours too. Have you experienced something unexplained? A haunting that sent shivers down your spine? Share your ghostly encounters with us and we might feature them in an upcoming video. Join our growing community of paranormal explorers. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a tale of restless spirits, haunted mansions or spine-tingling mysteries. Your voice matters. Comment or share your story. Let's uncover the truth behind the shadows together. So light a candle, gather your courage and become part of the story. Because the ghosts are waiting and their stories must be told.
Milton Keynes, a town celebrated for its modern architecture and roundabouts. But hidden within its quiet countryside lies a tale far older than the new town itself. On certain cold, misty nights, locals speak of an unearthly sight. A phantom coach thundering down the ancient lanes, its ghostly passengers forever trapped in a time long past. Tonight we'll uncover the chilling legend of the phantom coach. A tale of betrayal, desperation, and a spectral journey doomed to repeat for eternity. Long before Milton Keynes became the modern town we know today, it was a patchwork of rural hamlets connected by dirt roads and treacherous paths. One such road, known locally as Hollow Way, was infamous for its steep banks and dense overgrowth, which provided perfect cover for highwaymen. In the 1780s, a wealthy landowner named Sir Henry Cartwright often travelled this road in his grand black coach. Known for his ruthless nature and vast fortune, Sir Henry had made many enemies in both business and personal affairs. His coachman, Thomas Gray, was a loyal but fearful man, aware of the danger his master's arrogance often invited. One fateful winter night, Sir Henry embarked on a journey to collect a debt from a rival landowner. The snow fell heavy, blanketing the countryside in silence. But as the coach entered the shadows of Hollow Way, disaster struck. Hidden among the trees, a group of highwaymen lay in wait. As the coach passed, they surrounded it, weapons drawn, demanding Sir Henry surrender his gold. But the landowner refused. A struggle ensued. Shots were fired, the horses reared, and in the chaos the carriage overturned. Sir Henry was dragged from the wreckage and beaten mercilessly. The highwaymen left him for dead, vanishing into the night with their spoils. But the story takes an even darker turn. Some say it was not the highwayman who delivered the fatal blow, but Thomas Gray, Sir Henry's own coachman. Tired of his master's cruelty and tempted by the gold, Gray is said to have betrayed him in that frozen lane, striking the final blow before disappearing with the stolen fortune. Not long after that tragic night, strange reports began to surface. Travellers along Hollow Way spoke of hearing a carriage racing toward them, only to find the road empty. Others claimed to see glowing lanterns bobbing in the mist, followed by the sound of frenzied hoofbeats. The most terrifying accounts described the full apparition of the coach. Sir Henry, bloodied and furious, seated inside, while a shadowy figure, believed to be Thomas Gray, lashed the horses onward with desperate fury. Locals began to avoid the road entirely after dark, fearing they might encounter the cursed coach and its doomed passengers. Despite the passage of centuries, the phantom coach of Milton Keynes has not been forgotten. Modern witnesses describe unnerving encounters on the back roads surrounding the town. One local driver recounted a harrowing experience late one night. "I saw lights in my rear-view mirror like an old-fashioned lantern. Then out of nowhere my car stalled and I heard horses galloping past. When I looked again, there was nothing there." Another witness, a cyclist, claimed to feel an intense cold as they passed through Hollow Way. Moments later, the sound of a cracking whip echoed in their ears, followed by the sensation of being watched. They pedaled away, refusing to look back. Historians and paranormal enthusiasts alike have debated the origins of the phantom coach. Was it Sir Henry's greed that doomed him to haunt the roads, or the betrayal of his coachman, Grey? Some believe the highwayman cursed the land that night, binding all involved to an eternal replay of their tragic end. Locals offer a simpler warning. If you find yourself driving along these roads on a misty winter's night, be wary of lights in your mirror and the sound of approaching hooves. And whatever you do, don't stop. The phantom coach of Milton Keynes remains a chilling reminder of the dangers of greed and betrayal. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories serve as a warning. Some tragedies leave marks too deep to fade, and some roads carry echoes of the past that refuse to be silenced. So the next time you venture out on these lonely lanes, keep your eyes on the road and your ears open for the sound of galloping hooves.
Hold tight for tonight's next story.
Ancient stones, restless souls. Bradwell Abbey's history. The air is heavy with the weight of history. The stones whisper tales of bygone eras. Bradwell Abbey, nestled in the Buckinghamshire countryside, is more than just ruins. It's a vessel of echoes, a place where the past lingers in the present. Founded in 1155, it has witnessed centuries of life, death, and everything in between. Monks chanted within these walls, their voices echoing through the grand halls. They sought solace and connection with the divine, but even within this sanctuary, darkness found its way in. The dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII brought an abrupt end to their peaceful existence. Bradwell Abbey, like many others, was stripped of its power and left to crumble. But the monks were not the only souls who sought refuge within those walls. There are whispers of others, souls who never found peace, souls trapped between worlds. Their energy, their pain, seep into the very foundation of Bradwell Abbey. It's in the cold drafts that sweep through the empty corridors, the unsettling feeling of being watched. And then there is Sarah. Sarah's story, a life cut short. The year was 1582. Queen Elizabeth I sat on the throne. England was a nation in flux, caught between the old world and the new. Within the decaying grandeur of Bradwell Abbey, a young girl named Sarah lived a simple life. Sarah's laughter echoed through the crumbling arches, a fleeting moment of joy against the backdrop of decay. She knew nothing of the world beyond those walls, her days filled with chores and simple pleasures. But one fateful night everything changed. Darkness fell, shrouding the abbey in an unsettling silence. Sarah vanished. One moment she was there, the next she was gone. The search was frantic but futile. No trace of her was ever found. Whispers of foul play spread through the nearby village. Had she simply wandered off, or had something more sinister befallen her? The questions lingered unanswered, echoing through the years. Sarah's fate remained a mystery, her memory a haunting presence within the ruined walls of Bradwell Abbey. Whispers in the dark early accounts of the crying girl. Years turned into decades, decades into centuries. The tragedy of Sarah's disappearance faded into local folklore. A cautionary tale whispered around hearths on cold winter nights. But some stories refuse to be forgotten. They linger, taking on a life of their own. Travelers passing by the abbey at night reported hearing the sound of a young girl crying. The sound, mournful and chilling, seemed to emanate from the very stones themselves. It was a haunting melody, filled with an unbearable sadness that sent chills down the spines of even the most hardened skeptic. Some dismissed it as the wind whistling through the crumbling walls or the cries of foxes in the night, but others, those who dared to listen closely, knew the truth. It was the sound of a heartbroken spirit forever searching for something she had lost. Sarah was gone, but her spirit, it seemed, remained trapped within the walls of Bradwell Abbey. Section 4, The Haunting continues, modern encounters with Sarah's ghost. The 20th century arrived, bringing with it new technologies and new ways of understanding the world, but the mysteries of Bradwell Abbey remained. In fact, they seemed to intensify. Reports of paranormal activity surged. Visitors spoke of strange cold spots, disembodied voices, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. Cameras malfunctioned within the abbey walls, their lenses capturing fleeting glimpses of shadowy figures and unexplained orbs of light. Electronic voice phenomena, or EVP, recordings yielded chilling whispers, some claiming to hear Sarah's voice, plaintive and filled with longing. One chilling account tells of a group of paranormal investigators who, while exploring the abbey at night, heard the distinct sound of footsteps following them. They stopped, the footsteps stopped. They moved again, and the footsteps continued, always just behind them, always unseen. The experience left them shaken, convinced that they were not alone. Section 5. Trapped in Time. Theories behind the crying girl's persistence. Why does Sarah's spirit remain tethered to Bradwell Abbey? What is it about this place that holds her captive? There are theories, of course, whispered among paranormal enthusiasts and historians alike. Some believe that Sarah's soul, unable to find peace after her untimely demise, is trapped within the abbey walls, searching endlessly for a way out. Others speculate that her spirit is bound to a specific object or location within the abbey, a remnant of her short life that anchors her to this plane of existence. Could it be a toy, a piece of clothing, or perhaps the very spot where she was last seen alive? The energy of a location can be profoundly affected by the events that transpire within its walls. Bradwell Abbey, with its long and tumultuous history, is saturated with the energy of countless lives lived and lost. Perhaps Sarah's spirit is simply a manifestation of this residual energy, a psychic echo of a tragedy that unfolded centuries ago. Whatever the reason for her presence, one thing is certain. Sarah's spirit continues to haunt Bradwell Abbey, a chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of our world. Section 6. Bradwell Abbey After Dark, a place of unrest. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the weathered stones, Bradwell Abbey undergoes a transformation. The air grows colder, the silence more profound. It's during these twilight hours that the veil between our world and the next seems to thin, and the true nature of this ancient place reveals itself. The weight of history, the echoes of tragedy, the lingering presence of Sarah's spirit, they all combine to create an atmosphere of undeniable eeriness. Visitors have reported feeling a palpable sense of dread, as if they are being watched by unseen eyes. Sudden temperature drops, disembodied whispers, and the feeling of being touched by unseen hands are not uncommon experiences within the abbey walls after dark. It's as if the spirits of Bradwell Abbey, awakened by the setting sun, are more eager to make their presence known, to communicate their stories to those who dare to listen. Section 7. A warning to the curious: respect the spirits, respect the past. Bradwell Abbey is a place of undeniable beauty, its ruined grandeur a testament to the enduring power of the past. But it is also a place of sorrow, of tragedy, and of lingering spirits who refuse to be forgotten. To those who are drawn to the mysteries of the paranormal, to those who seek to connect with the other side, I offer this warning: tread carefully. Approach this sacred ground with respect, for you are stepping into a realm where the veil between our world and the next is thin. Be mindful of your words, your actions, and your intentions. The spirits of Bradwell Abbey are listening, watching, waiting. And if you should encounter the crying girl, remember her story, remember her pain, and above all, remember that she deserves our compassion, our respect, and our understanding. For in death as in life, all souls deserve to find peace.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't have nightmares.